I got a glitch.
What is up, beautiful people? Welcome once again to hellohnclothing. Welcome to another wonderful video. At the end of this video, you should be able to recreate this two-piece set that you can see right here on the screen. So you need to pay close attention to the sections in this video so that you'll be able to have a seamless experience when you will be making yours. Okay, first things first, we are going to be starting from like the basic, the scratch. If you watched my short and top two-piece sets that we created sometime earlier in the month, okay, if you watch that video, then you have an idea of what we're going to be doing here. We're going to be using our clothes that fit to make our patterns. Very easy, seamless, straightforward. You're going to enjoy this process, so please let us begin. By the way, if you like what you see at this point, please give this video a huge thumbs up as well as subscribe in the process. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Let us begin. Okay, for the materials we'll be needing, I have this beautiful fabric. See guys, in Nigeria it's very difficult to know the exact names of fabrics that we use. Why do I say so? If you look at this fabric now, when I went to get the fabric, they said it was crepe, but this does not even look like crepe, right? Please, if you know the name of this fabric, leave it in the comment section below. I really appreciate it. I need to start asking you guys, because when I go to the market, because I can see what I want to buy, I know that it's going to suit what I want to make. I just get it. So sometimes I don't know the exact name. Let me know if you know the name of this fabric in the comments below. Okay, very flowy, drapey, beautiful. And then we're going to be using this feather trim just on the sleeve, just to give it some kind of boom going on. I just got about a yard of this, right? How much do they sell a yard of this in your area? I would love to know. Leave it in the comments below as well. Finally, our favorite pair of jeans that we're going to be using to trace our pants pattern. For the top, you can also use your favorite pair of top, add sewing allowance, or you start the pattern from the scratch. I'm going to be doing everything from the scratch, so I got you. Let us start. Alright guys, so I have placed my trouser right here on this pattern paper, and I'm having this fit already. It is the length of my exact trouser. Something I would want us to put in mind is this pants will have elastic on the waist, okay, and then we need to also add enough allowance. Why do I say so? We are using a jean, right? Jean stretches. When I wear this jean, it'll stretch and fit my body and get snug and all of that. So because the kind of fabric we're using does not have the same properties with this, you would need to put enough sewing allowance. So I'm going to be putting like 2 inch on the side. I'll first trace the outline. I folded it. This is the back. Trace the outline of this first of all, then add 2 inches around the pattern. Let us begin.
Oh, it just hit me now. I'm feeling this switch up. Flashing lights and muffled sounds. Tell me what was in that stuff you gave me. I think I like it. In fact, it made me high pitched. It just hit me now. Said it's cool if you wanna get down, rapping with my crew. Yeah, there was. So if you wanna come flex round here, ooh, I think I'm ready now. I think I'm ready now. Caught in the ditch, and now that I've come down, I'm on the fritz. God damn it, I'm tripping now. But what was in that stuff you gave me? I think I like it. In fact, it made me glitch. Damn, I'm tripping now. Said it's cool if you wanna get down, rockin' with my crew. Yeah, they're wild, so if you wanna come flex round here, ooh, I think I'm ready now. I think I'm ready now.
Alright guys, so the front and the back pattern is ready. All I did at the bottom, I did not follow closely the 2 inches at the bottom on the side because I want it to bail out, okay? If I followed it closely, that means it's going to be almost like a pants, like a close fitted trouser, but I don't want that. I want it to bail out, so that was why I did not follow it closely at the bottom. So this is ready. We're just going to place this on fabric, cut 2 pieces of this out, and then begin joining it up. So let's label it. Cut 2 of the back and cut 2 of the front. Alright guys, so for the top part, I have my pattern paper, another fresh pattern paper. We're starting from the scratch. First things first, you want to measure the length of your top. This is about 24.5 inches. If I need more length added to it, I will put that on the fabric, but I'll leave it for 25.5 inches. We're starting with the front first of all. Next thing, you want to draw your button stand, okay? And we're going to use 2 inches for that. Great. So after doing your button stand, the next lines we're going to draw are the horizontal lines. The first horizontal line will be our bust line. Start from the very top there and measure 10 inches. Okay, so for average sizes, use 10 inches. If you are bigger, you have a bigger bust, you should use about 12 inches, okay? I can just use 10.5 inches because of the shoulder slope I'll be doing later on at the top. So 10.5 to mark my bust line. Then you can do your waistline as well. So from your shoulder to your waist, what is it? I'm going to use 17 inches for me.
It's cool if you wanna get down, I can make my crew.
Next, we'll come to the top now. We're going to measure our shoulder width. My shoulder width is 16 inches. Half of it is 8 inches. I'll mark 8 inches at that top there. Okay, the next thing is come back to that bust line, mark that same 8 inches. Why am I doing that? So that I'll have a perfectly straight line before I draw my armhole. The next thing you do is divide your bust measurement by 4. My bust is 38 inches divided by 4, 9.5, but I'm going to put an ease round the shirt, okay? 9.5 plus 2 inches is 11.5, so I'll mark 11.5 here. Then I'll come to my waist because I want a little definition on there. My waist is 36, divided by 4 is 9. 9 plus 2 inches is going to be 11. I'll mark 11 on my waist. And then finally my hip. My hip is 44, divided by 4 is 11. I'm going to add 2 inches there. That's 13 inches on my hip. Okay, so we'll be having a very beautifully free kind of top. Let me join these lines now. So I'm going to drop my shoulder by 1.5 inch here at the top. Just drop it by 1.5 inch. For the neck, we are going to be putting a collar on this shirt. So for the neck, I'll use 3 inches wide, 2.5 inches because of the collar.
All night we've been rapping. Can we slide out and get
there's no shoulder that, there's no waist that, it's just a plain simple top. This is what we'll be having for the front. So for the front, you're going to cut 2 pieces of this.
active? They know I rep my hood with a passion. Still jump on the beats and start spazzing. Yeah, we got notes, and I ain't talking about the mashing. Nah, don't worry about the man.
Alright, so for the back, repeat all the same measurements. The only difference is do not put any collar stand. So let me put all the horizontal lines and all of that. The only difference with the back is the back neckline comes upward than the front. It's not the same neckline. It's not the same 3 by 2.5. The back is more of like 0.5 deep, 3 inches wide.
Sort of like a catch 10, I mean 22. What you trying to do? You been know me from wheels on the moves. I told her I was a different youth. So the road king, I ain't got a proof. She still give me grief when I was in the booth. Ray and her friend, I didn't check the proof. Done past my limit, couldn't whip the coupe. Phone beating up, put that shit on me. Can we shoot?
I think I'm ready now.
So the front and the back is ready for us to begin cutting on the fabric. We'll just cut our sleeve and then fix in the collar. Okay, so let's do the collar. All right guys, so for the collar, we're going to do the collar stand first, and then we do the main collar itself. I have this piece of paper that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be folding it into two. First things first, you need your neck circumference. And my neck circumference, after measuring round the neck of my front and back bodies, is 16 inches. Okay, so I'm going to divide 16 inches by 2 and mark 8 inches there. I'll mark 8 inches from here, from this center front. This is the folded part, right? It's folded, so I'll mark 8 inches from there. From this 8 inches, I'll just rule a vertical line. After ruling this line, I'm going to come to the bottom, and so I'll mark 2 inches there, and then I'll come to this top and mark ½ inch here. Okay, so what am I doing? I'm trying to slope your neck is not totally straight, right? So we're giving it a kind of a slope that is going to follow. So from this point now, I'll start marking my 1½ inch around, 1½ here, 1½ here. The collar stand needs to be kind of slopey and slanted, and not just totally straight, right, like a rectangle. Okay, so beautiful. Now that these lines are connected, I'm going to come to this top here, right, because it is very sharp. I'll just go inwards by ½ inch to slant it a little. So let's now draft the collar quickly. So we've drawn a perfectly straight line. The next thing we're going to do is just measure 2.5 inches upwards, because the collar itself is 2.5 inches. You're still going to use that same neck width, which is 8 inches. Now at this bottom here, I'll come in by 1 inch. Why am I coming in by 1 inch? Usually the collar is shorter than the collar stand. That's what gives it that triangle effect that we see in collars. Okay, so do this, right? And then you can even decide to do a little slope here, a little slope, just a little bit, just a little bit this way. That's good. So we'll cut it off. Amazing. So this is the collar. This collar stand, collar, and then we have the main shirt. So these patterns, I'm going to place it on my fabric. Cut 2 pieces of this, 2 pieces of this, 2 pieces of this. You're going to also put ½ inch round for your sewing allowance, ½ inch here, ½ inch here for your sewing allowance, ½ inch here. So let's do all of that. Cut 2 pieces on fabric and 1 piece each on your interfacing. Let me do that quickly.
I think I'm ready now.